Monday is usually a low probability day, but I still took a trade. And in spite of being a low probability, I still did find something on the 4-hour time frame to just get in and get out quickly. But I wouldn't advise you to trade this on a Monday. So this was a trade I took. I took a short here, I closed here, and I again took a short here, and I closed here. I made a decent profit of $700 to $1,000, but that doesn't matter. So let me break down why I took this and why I exited because of this long wick. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I couldn't upload videos last whole week. I think it's been 10 days since I uploaded my last video. So this is quickly on my trade which I took on a Monday, being a worst day to enter on a trade, especially during a London session. But let me show you how you can quickly spot on something which can yield some results for you guys. So this was the trade which I took, which was on the 4-hour. So let me go break down. So on the 15 minutes, let's start with the 4-hour. Let me show you why I took. So this was a TS which we had at that moment, and this was the drawn liquidity. Same here. And I took the trade on GU, whereas EU did complete. There you go. You guys can see what I really mean, right? I was actually very late to enter because I was actually driving and I wanted to just check the market, what's happening. So let me use the bar replay for you guys so that it'll be a little more sensible. This was it. So I took something here. I was actually late to the party because we already had a 15-minute order block which was cooking here. We had the same on GU and on EU. Ideally, you should have taken this. This should have been your trade. But I couldn't enter here because this was an Asian session. The London session was, I usually wait for the 1 a.m. candle to open. So if you could see, this was the midnight. This was the midnight. And this was our 1 a.m. candle. Never mind. But you guys know what's happening at 1:30 and 2, the key time. So midnight, let me color this on black. Let's color this as, okay, let it be in red. So this was the 1:30 manipulation. So you guys can see here. Here was the manipulation. Can you see the manipulation here? This was an up close candle. This was an up close candle. Whereas if you look at EU, we had no manipulation here. This was the candle. This was the candle. It did nothing. So I waited for the next candle to close below. So as soon as this candle closed below, which was this candle, closed below to form an OB here. This was OB. So I did enter. Here and I exited there. This was my entry. I took 2 trades. I did this over here. And I also did this. And I closed there. That's what you see here. This is what you see. I entered here, exited, again entered here, and exited because of this long wick. So let me explain why I exited right away. So this video is actually from a follower who asked my trade explanation where I couldn't explain on text, which is not easy. So the reason why I exited, do you guys know? Do you guys really know why I exited? I mean, people who trade on the 4-hour definitely know. But if you are a beginner and if you want to know why I exited, it's really simple. Let me close this bar replay so that it'll be easier. Yeah. So you can see here, EU completed the drawn liquidity. This was the drawn liquidity, and EU was done. Okay. Whereas the dollar didn't. The dollar also didn't do it, and also GU didn't do it. You can see here, this was the perfect SMT to exit. So if you could relate this to Romeo, what he says, every entry is an exit and every exit is an entry. So this was the entry again, where you should have taken it if you are if you're very good at the lower time frames such as 1 minute, 3 minute, I usually take the 3 minute confirmation over here to exit and as well as enter. So if you could go down to the lower time frames, you would know what you can see actually. So that's why I exited, and guess what? The trade just went flying. So this was the actual move for a Monday, but as you guys know, Monday is a ranging day, and you're not advised to trade. Let me also show you why you're not supposed to trade on a Monday on a higher time frame. Because if you look at Monday, let's go to the daily. Look at this. This is the Monday range, right? This is a Monday candle. Sorry, this is a Friday candle, and this is a Monday, right? And watch this. This is a very unique example. This is a range, and if you could see here, we never took the highs and lows on a Monday. Look at this. At the moment of recording, being a Tuesday, it did took a high here. But if you are on Monday, thinking what should I do in the market, you could see here. Ignore this candle. Ignore Tuesday's candle, which is this one. Let's say you're on a Monday. Look at this. Why will you even enter? Why will you even trade? Because the Monday candle didn't take the highs as well as lows. It's been ranging inside. This is called choppy environment. This is called choppy market environment where you're supposed to avoid it. Look at this, it's been chop. But if you're a good trader, you can definitely find some good entries inside this chop, such as the 4-hour, which I did explain to you some time back. But if you're a guy who doesn't know how to, play in the choppy environment, I advise you to, wait for a turtle soup above or low, and then look for the entry on the daily time frame, which is the 1 hour model number 1, which is the safer bet for you guys, because it's not easy to have a spot on the 4 hour, because look at this. 4 hour has been yesterday. Let's draw for you. Put this here because you'll have an idea. Okay, so market opens here on a Monday, and look at this chop. Look at this chop. It's still going to the key level, which is the highs, the range high, which is at the moment it has been tapped on EU, and you also have an SMT at the moment. But you get my point, right? Because why do you want to be in a choppy environment like this, where you don't have a turtle soup above as well as a turtle soup below? You got to wait and patiently wait, because trading is more on the waiting side, because you wait for the best setup, the best entry, and then you just ride the wave the whole week. So at the moment, like how Romeo says, you always have one good daily CRT playing, which is happening right now. So try to make use of the daily candle, guys, because that's where you can place your safe bet, and you can almost have a 90%, 99% win rate if you're playing on the daily. I don't want to give 100%, although you still can. But the more you play on the daily and the weekly, that's when you'll understand when to play on the 4 hour. So I did take a trade today as well, which I will explain in the next video. So this was just an explanation on how Monday played, how choppy Monday could be, and you still can get the best out of it. But if you're a beginner watching this, do avoid on Mondays. Monday is not the day. Tuesday is the best trading day, and Tuesday is where most of the time it makes the low of the week. It's actually 70%. It's Tuesday being the low or the high of the week. So focus on a Tuesday. Try to position yourself on Tuesday on a 4 hour candle or a 1 hour candle, and then you ride the wave. So yeah, if you found this useful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please share this video as much as you can to all your family members, to all your friends who are struggling with trading and who haven't found CRT yet. Please do share, because everybody deserves to know how to trade, because you would have been hopping strategies to strategies. And finally, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you have found the best strategy, which is CRT, candle range theory. So I'm sure you will make the most of it in your trading journey if you are sticking with CRT, because there's nothing better than this, and the traders who are trading CRT knows this. And welcome back if you are early. I mean, truly welcoming you if you're early to CRT. Please do scan the charts, do a lot of back testing, forward testing. That's how you get to know and how to scan and get that X-ray vision, just like how Romeo says. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and stay safe, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video.